This is a Harper Guys production.
The Harper contains foul language and adult material. If you are easily offended and thin-skinned, you should hit the stop button now. And if you are not a complete idiot, let's get this party started.
Let's get down to brass tacks, gentlemen. If I was informed correctly, the clock is ticking. Is that right, Jimmy?
But good luck arguing that in court. Let me get down to brass tacks.
Listen, let's get down to brass tacks here. How much for the ape?
Jack, let's just cut the crap and get down to brass tacks here.
Are you hating on Neil Diamond?
Holy fuck! Fuck Neil Diamond!
Our dream of deathmatch is going to come to fruition, and my golden ticket is going to pay off. Hoo-ah! Don't you fucking hoo-ah me, motherfucker!
I want the ability to time travel.
Dumb. This is stupid. Welcome to the Harper, ladies and gentlemen. This is Jake. With me, as always, my co-host, Adam.
That's right, Tom!
Ready to get back to doing a little bit of Harper with you tonight, but we are going to start, as always, with our public service message.
So, this is a Sunday morning podcast.
Sunday morning
With
podcast.
We got the Preacher Jake and Reverend Adam right here.
I'm not getting into that. I'm not going sacrilege on Sunday.
He's preaching.
I'm already not at church, brah.
No, we are at the church. The church of the, I was going to say the Holy Gallows, but that'll be next.
The mentally stable, the unfucking retarded in this world.
That's right. Okay, so show number 58. Thanks for joining us out there in YouTube land. Visit us at theharperguys.com. Follow and subscribe. We've been stuck on 27 subscribers forever.
Hey, thank you to the hateful 27.
We love you.
Fucking awesome.
But which one of you will be 28? That's what I want to know.
That's right.
Also, visit us at iTunes, Google Play, Spotify, Stitcher, Radio Public, TuneIn, and iHeartRadio. If you're watching us on YouTube right now, once again, please subscribe and throw a comment out there.
Right.
Because we don't have a lot of comments currently. Thank you to Ethan Maxwell for the demilitarized zone to open up the show.
Boom.
And that's it.
Awesome. Rock and roll time.
It's rock and roll time, go time.
So, I don't want to use the word bitching, but what do you got to harp about this morning to start off with?
Well, I'm just going to start off with smoking in the car with the kids. And you know what? Maybe just smoking in your car generally, because when I get in your car, although it is your car to do whatever the fuck you want with.
Yeah.
But whew.
I mean, I agree with that. I think that we come from a generation, though, to where I know that me and my wife have talked extensively about this, to where she grew up in a car where her father smoked, to where it was not uncommon, like, oh, it's 20 degrees outside, I guess I'm smoking with the windows up, until it gets to the point where he can't see, so he cracks it just a little bit to let some of the smoke out so that he can see the drive, to where you're sitting in it the whole time. I grew up with a father that smoked.
Yeah.
And now, bless them, both of them quit cold turkey years ago, 20 plus year smokers that just dropped the habit.
Right.
To where they don't do it anymore. But, I mean, I don't know. Something's going to kill you in this world. Like, I feel like it's just something else to get mad and upset and stuff about. I don't know. Like, I think if you are respectful about it, it's what you do. Like you said, it's your car, it's your life, they're your kids. Hey, I'm going to tell you this.
No.
No. This is what I'm saying.
No, I've heard these dumbasses
okay,
say,
you go.
I brought you into life, I can take you out. Bullshit. Have you ever heard that story before?
Oh, for sure. I think people have heard that story for years.
So you don't smoke around your kids in the car.
I'm just going to tell you this. If you are going to have the ability to say that, then you better open yourself up for the ability to people to tell you every aspect on how to fucking raise your children.
Wrong.
Well, why is that wrong?
Because they have no choice over the fact that they're inhaling carcinogens. Big word for me.
So when you make them Hot Pockets and fucking macaroni and cheese, they don't have any control over the fact that you're feeding them dog shit fucking food, but they have to eat it if they don't want to go hungry.
It's a lot different than giving them possible lung cancer.
Is it?
Yes.
So giving them a possible heart attack is better than giving them possible lung
They're
cancer.
not. I never heard of a 5-year-old having a heart attack.
Dude, I bet you that number's getting lower all the time. We hear more 20-year-olds having them now than we've ever heard of before in our life.
Still, though, okay.
And that's because we all grew up on fucking Kraft Mac.
When they put on the side of the label of the Hot Pocket may cause such and such and such disease, then yes, then you're a fucking dumb shit.
Hey, the FDA is just a bunch of pussies. If they,
Hey,
if
listen,
they,
if those
there should be a
warnings-
certain fat fucking
No,
fat
no,
content
it's totally
level
different.
to where it goes on
You
there.
can't
No way.
compare Hot Pockets to smoking in a car with a kid.
I
at
will.
All.
I
well,
will.
then I'm sorry, but your dumbass level just went way up.
They're both
this
terrible
morning.
for you.
Because you can't do that. You can't.
I can't. I
You
can
can't
go,
compare that.
I can go out and go for a run, and my lungs are going to recover. Your
Yes.
your arteries aren't.
Well, you could. You can change your health style.
Now there are a few things I don't like about smoking. As much as you think I'm a pro team smoking.
I'm not either. You can do whatever you want on your own time, but when you're filling up the lungs of little kids that don't know any better,
Or anybody else in general.
but the kids, I mean, if you're in the car with another adult, the other adult can fucking get out of the car and say, "Fuck you, I'm walking."
No, that doesn't always work that way.
But it could work.
No.
I'm gonna tell you what. If you said I'm getting out of the car and I'm going walking, they probably put that fucking cigarette out if you're on a long trip.
And then you're going to fight the rest of the fucking day about it.
Fuck that. Who cares? It's better than inhaling bullshit.
No.
I'm gonna tell you what. It's almost as bad as smoking when you're pregnant. Actually, that's even worse.
I would say
that's the same.
Smoking when you're pregnant would probably be worse.
But why? The kid's outside your body. The kid's inside your body. You're still doing it.
You're talking about it, 2 different periods of development and 2 different levels of exposure.
Well, depending on how young the kids are in the car with you, there's still a lot of development going on.
Well, what's the proper ventilation system for that?
Don't do it.
I mean, there's no ventilation when you're using your body as an incubator and,
Sure.
you're pregnant. There's no ventilation for that.
Right,
It
but
goes into the bloodstream, it's going to you.
But that's the nicotine that's going to the bloodstream, right?
All the other shit goes into the bloodstream too.
But the smoke doesn't go into the little baby's lungs in your body.
Okay, but
It's a fish at that point. It's breathing the.
I think. Do you think that smoke from a cigarette is worse for your lungs than smoke from a campfire?
I have no idea.
The answer would be yes, because of all the extra shit. Like there's fertilizer and all kinds of additive shit. Have you ever seen the list of shit that's in cigarettes now that didn't used to be? That basically, and they're in there to keep people addicted to them. It's
Sure.
what it is. So it's not just the nicotine. But there's, I mean, dude, the fucking list is ridiculous.
I'm allergic. I'm addicted to fertilizer now.
Right. I mean, you don't even know it that you're addicted to a component of fertilizer. Yes, that's
Yeah.
exactly what it is. Like they've made them more and more addicting to your
I'm
body.
gonna tell you this little story here real quick. I knew 2. Now, coach, time frames are important here because of what you're saying. Sometimes you didn't used to put this shit in cigarettes, right? I knew 2 different families, 2 separate. They both had a child within like a year apart,
Okay.
and both of these kids have a dead eye,
Okay.
an eye that doesn't work.
Okay.
Both of the moms smoked during the pregnancy.
Okay.
Obviously, there's no fact, but there's
I mean, there might be. I don't know. Have you done? I mean, there's like fetal alcohol syndrome where like the people will have like droopy eyes their whole life.
part of the thing on the side of the package says this may cause birth defects. I just think I have no scientific proof of this, but it just seemed weird. These 2 babies were born within 6 months of each other. They both had a bad eye. Both moms smoked. I don't know what packs of cigarettes they smoked.
Yeah.
But it's just like, oh, well, right away, my fucking stereotypical ass is gonna be like, well, it's because
Yeah.
thanks, mom.
I don't know. I mean, I get it. To me, there's a fine line though with a lot of this stuff. I mean, the overprotection of our children these days. I mean,
Wouldn't you feel
our-
guilty as fuck?
I'm just saying, our kids are being raised fucking soft, man.
I'm just saying, wouldn't you feel guilty as fuck if you were the one developing this child and then all of a sudden, boom, oof, maybe I shouldn't have done that. This is going to affect them their whole life now.
I haven't met a parent yet that doesn't feel guilt over something that they did inside their child's life while they were growing up. So to me,
But in the womb,
yeah, maybe you shouldn't have eaten that 6 cheeseburger. You know, maybe McDonald's wasn't helping baby grow, even though you had a hankering for pickles and mustard.
well, hankerings are one thing.
I'm just saying.
I mean, kudos to
I've never been pregnant, so I'm not going to sit here and act like I know what it's like. But
I'm not either.
But you talk to people, and like seriously, there are some people that are like the best.
I'm hankering for a Colombian fucking.
That's right, the best tasting cigarette I had in my life when I was pregnant, and that might be something that you hear it coming out of Appalachia, but it happens, man.
No, I'm going off. I can only go off of one scenario, and that's my wife's, and she smoked and drank, and as soon as she found out she was pregnant. Which I can't believe it's the same person I'm married to now because she, we've had people in our family die from like lung cancer and stuff, and she's still smoking her cigarettes. But as soon as she found out she was pregnant, bam,
done,
stopped.
I get it. My wife was the same way.
Never touched it again. And then
until she was stressed out by her kids.
No, and till the kids were 5 or 6, and then she's like, "Fuck it," right? She went back.
That's what I'm saying.
Kudos to them for being able to stop it. I've seen a lot of women that can't.
Yeah,
I'm sure the majority do.
Yeah.
Because it's always that one, like, oh my God, she's smoking.
I guess I just can't believe that over the years we haven't had a fucking car company or somebody develop a better ventilated car for this. If you sold the Smoker 5000 to where, or even if it was an upgrade package for smokers, like they would be able to sell this. Like there are enough people that still smoke. I know that nobody wants to believe it, but
so everybody go into your imaginary room. So what it would be is like. This gas mask with this it's a clear gas mask so you can see how fucking disgusting it gets. And then it's got this hose that goes out to the top with the ventilation thing. And then you just stick the cigarette right into the plastic and you can just breathe your own smoke. That'd be great.
Look, Dr. Emmett Brown, it doesn't need to be quite that complicated. Have you ever walked onto the floor of a casino?
Yes.
Does it reek of smoke everywhere you go?
I can't remember.
When you walk out of there, do you want to burn your clothes because they smell like an ashtray?
I can't remember.
The answer is no. I was just in Vegas, and I was amazed at the fact that when I walked out of there, I could smell my clothes and be like,
wait, do they let you smoke in there?
Oh, fuck yes.
I can't remember that.
Every fucking one of them. Dude, if they shut that down, you might as well close the fucking city down.
Because it's real cool to smoke while you're gambling.
A lot of degenerate gamblers smoke when they're gambling.
Because it's fucking cool. They do it in the movies.
But all I'm saying is you can properly ventilate it. When your bathroom smells like shit, how do you get rid of said smell? Either a candle or...
Up and out.
There you go. Put a fucking ventilation fan in your fucking car.
Still, though.
Still nothing.
With your kids, still, though.
Like you said, you're gonna feed your kids a fucking deep fried potato, which is like the worst fucking carcinogen on the project.
You can't do
yes,
this.
I can.
Well, you're wrong.
You're gonna give them childhood cancer.
No,
and that's
you're
fine,
not. No, you're not.
As long as you don't smoke a cigarette about it.
Listen,
man.
It's called, how long are you in a fucking car? Can't you wait 45 minutes for a fucking toke?
I'm just saying, man, if you're going to start hating on one thing, the way that people choose to live their life and raise their children, you got to look at all of it as a whole.
Until they put those labels on the goddamn packages of whatever you're fucking eating, yes, it's not comparable.
So because the FDA isn't going to mandate that makes me wrong? That's dumb. That doesn't even make sense.
It does make sense.
No, because the FDA don't have it on the side of a package. No, warning: this product may cause heart disease.
Yes, it should have that on there.
So once they put that on there, then it's okay to bring that into the conversation.
Well, that would be a lot more better than the one that does have the thing on there that you're just throwing to the kids. Here, have some of this. You need it. You can't argue that, man.
I'll even say this, that it also depends on the smoker, because I will say this: there are millions of people, probably billions of people on this planet that have some sort of disgusting habit, whether they smoke cigarettes, chew, drink at a high level.
Your butt and, I need a wash.
That's kind of a weird one. I'm just saying, like, what would be a normal vice in life.
Yeah.
And everybody that does these things has an understanding that there is a clean way to do it and an unclean way to do it, right? Like, I chew. I don't leave fucking cups of chew juice just fucking laying around and shit. There might be one beside my bed once in a while from the night before, and it will get thrown away. But you don't just leave the shit laying around. My wife is a very courteous smoker. She literally take her puff of smoke, her cigarette will be out the window, other than the fucking smoke that's in her mouth, and then she will literally fucking lean up and blow it out the window. If there's nobody in the backseat that's going to be affected by the wind, she will actually open that back window so there's a nice stream of circulation right there that gets everything in and out.
But see, that doesn't bother me.
I'm just saying, like, there's more than one way to do this, though, too. You're talking about hotboxing your fucking kids.
No, I'm talking about children. If you've got grown-ass kids in the back seat and you still want to smoke in the car with them, that's your choice. It's just different.
Agree to disagree.
But still, you can't say I got a courteous smoker.
I absolutely can't say that I have a courteous smoker. I've been around many a non-courteous smoker, and I would like to choke them out. Right?
You just do it.
You ever had somebody? You ever been like in an argument with somebody and they fucking blow smoke on you? Man, I feel like it's worse than me than spitting. I would rather you spit your physical spit onto my face.
Has she done this to you?
She hasn't. No. Like
my wife has smoked. She smoked except for the kids' birthing. She's never done it to me.
I had a sports argument one time at a bar, and this was back in the day when you could smoke at a bar, and the guy just fucking blew a huge billow of smoke in my face, and it was all I could do to not. I was already drunk though, so like I know I didn't even cough, but I was so.
No, but still though.
I was just so angry in that moment. It was like if I could just rip your throat out, if 10 minutes later you could be okay, but just for a minute you could feel what it's like to have your throat ripped out. That's where I was at with that guy. Sorry to go a little dark on you here with it.
It's okay. It's okay.
So,
all right.
So don't smoke with your kids in the car, or Adam will find you,
and I will fucking prosecute. Like Tim Misney, I'll make you pay.
Dude, if anybody is around Cleveland at any point in time in the near future, holy shit, I would like to know what the official count is. I would like to know what the official count is for the number of Misney makes them pay. He's got a bald head. He's a lawyer, and he just looks like if there was ever the douchebag lawyer. Like,
no, scary as fuck guy. When this guy first got on TV, he was doing these little things. Have you been injured in a car accident? Call me. I'll make them pay. And at first you're like, Jesus Christ, I hope I'm never in a fucking car accident. This guy's going to make me pay.
Dude, he looks like Dr. Evil's brother is what he reminds me of.
But see, when he first started doing the videos, they were raw, and they did was kind of. But now it's like, all right, Tim, we get it. You're not that scary anymore.
Misney makes them pay. It's everywhere. Big billboards, small billboards. Like, Tommy's missing. Also, Misney will make them pay on the same fucking post.
Small billboards, big billboards, podcasts.
Dude, he just
Give him a call.
He just got free advertising. He didn't even fucking know it. Misney's going to make us pay now.
He's going to know. We're going to make
You use my likeness on your show, goddammit.
We're going to make Misney pay.
That's right. We make him pay.
We make him pay.
Holy shit. I didn't think Misney was going to make the fucking show. I'm not
All right, let's move on.
All right,
So
number two.
Just as bad as smoking in a car with tots.
Worse than that.
Okay. Have you ever come up to a trash can, whether it be in the public area? Well, most of these would be in the public area, and there's just fucking trash sitting all around it. I'm not talking about a full one that's overflowed from like a concert. I'm talking about just a trash can. There's a fucking pop can or just a McDonald's bag just sitting beside it.
Yeah?
I mean, what the fuck?
Pretty fucking lazy. It makes me madder at home.
Is that like you were doing the Mark Price and you missed and you just kept walking?
It makes me madder at home than it does in public, though.
Really?
Yeah, dude, if I come home and somebody, because the trash finally got to the point where it was 3 feet over the rim, so somebody else besides me took it out, and it's setting 1 foot into the garage instead of walking the extra 12 feet to put it into the trash can, or even if the trash can's full, tying it off and setting it beside it.
So what you're saying is somebody staged it for Daddy-O.
Oh, yeah.
For Mr. Jake, and they're like, yeah, like you do that.
Like, hey, Dad, sorry you weren't home. I went ahead and did your chore for you so you can walk it the other 12 feet, lazy ass. Like, that's how I take that every time. And I actually know that it's not a malicious thing. It's just that teenagers are notoriously a little bit on
have
the...
to get back to Snapchat
they're
and Instagram.
They're a little bit on the lazy side. I was the same way as a teenager. I'm not saying that I'm any different. But when I'm out on the street, my view of it on the street is that somebody in this town is being paid to clean this fucking shit up. So that person is just an asshole for not doing the job they're being paid for. Somebody is paid to empty the local garbage cans.
Okay, no. I'm not talking about the overfilled ones. I'm just talking about the people that don't put it in there.
You still got to monitor your shit. If I was the fucking trash man for the town that I live in, I would be a crazy motherfucker driving my shit, making sure there wasn't shit around my trash cans all the time.
Let's say you're supposed to go out Monday, Wednesday, and Friday to monitor these trash cans because you probably don't have to do it every day. And somebody on Tuesday fucking throws the shit all around it, but they just can't get it. That's not your fault.
But then I take care of it on Wednesday.
Right, but still, the asshole that couldn't just put it in a fucking can needs fucking, what is that, caned.
Well, we're getting to a point where the entire world is surveilled by video.
Well, the other thing is...
So what should the crime be for that? I mean, I love that. I love that.
For littering?
Dude, I love that everything says $500 fine for littering. Do you know anybody that's ever gotten a fine for litter? Have you ever littered?
Well, what they used to say
Have
was,
you? I've littered.
I've littered.
I
of
will admit it. I have littered. I'm not proud of it. I haven't done it in a very long time. Like, I don't just chuck shit out my fucking car window anymore.
There are people that do.
I know, but it's like I've seen these signs forever. I would love to know somebody that's ever paid that $500 fucking fine.
Did you ever see the signs that said litter? Fine. 500. They said you can litter. It's fine.
No. I mean, it's like everything else. Until they find somebody that littered and they drag them up in front of the entire public and beat them with a fucking bamboo stick, people aren't going to stop fucking doing it because nobody cares about each other anymore. They don't. They don't give a fuck about you and your job cleaning up fucking trash, man.
When I was over in Tijuana, the trash was so bad. They don't fucking care. When you're over here, you're like, wow, we do care, but we just don't care as much as we should. Jesus Christ.
I don't know.
Wait, and you know where the biggest trash dumps are?
Where?
Around the clover leaves, like the exits, the turn on the
Oh,
highway.
man.
Because no one can see me. I'm doing a little loop-de-loop. Ha-ha!
Well, you know what those are good for. When the top's open, you're like, I'm going to see if I can get it in there from 20 feet. I got close enough. It almost went in.
What are you talking about?
In the fucking dumpsters.
I'm talking about like you're on the highway and you're exiting.
Yeah.
You're going around the big clover leaf.
Yeah?
And that's where a lot of people will chuck their shit out.
Oh, really?
Because they're in a hidden space.
Yeah. I don't know.
No one can see me over here.
I don't know. I grew up on a state route. I mean, it wasn't an interstate, but it definitely wasn't a back road. Like, it was a pretty heavily trafficked, area. The fucking amount of trash that I pulled out of our fucking ditch over the years was fucking ridiculous.
Right. Right.
You learn the golden rule of drinking, never drink a found bottle of beer, but you can always drink a found can of beer that's been unopened. That's some intelligence for your life right there.
Hey, Frankie, look what I found.
You never know what's in that bottle.
No.
But the can ain't been fucked with.
Might be a little bit of Grandpa's cough medicine in.
Pull over.
So, yeah, just a quick harp there. I mean, just throw your
I
fucking
agree. Throw your
trash
fucking
away.
trash away.
Don't throw it out the fucking car window, you dumbass.
Don't be fucking lazy ass. Just fucking throw it in a fucking trash can.
Probably the funniest thing I ever threw out of the car, and I'm pretty sure I went over this on the show at least once. We were coming back from Worcester.
Woo-town.
And we had hit the McDonald's or something like that.
Yeah.
And there was a guy on a bike. It was nice summertime. And I did a drive-by frying through like a handful of fries. And then after I'm done, I'm like, that was funny. We laughed so hard, but I'm still hungry.
Get ready fries.
Drive-by frying. Can you imagine? Like, fucking shit. Thought he was shot or something. Just greased. He was just greased.
Dude, have you not? So this is when you were younger?
Oh, yeah. Like.
So
18.
do you love that scene in Anchorman?
Which one?
When he gets the giant burrito, but he's so full that he throws it out the window and he hits Jack Black on the motorcycle and he knocks him over and what the hell, bro? Then he punts his dog off the bridge because of it.
Yeah.
That could have happened to you, fucking with the guy on the bicycle.
There was no bridge.
You might walk in,
of course, the dumbass was on 585 riding his fucking 10-speed. So
you might walk into a place.
You deserve
someday.
it.
I'm just saying.
You know who? Oh God,
You should keep.
Might have been Jeremy.
You should keep eyes on the back of your fucking head.
Fucking.
Nope, I'm not. We're not having this conversation.
Okay, you and I could laugh.
I'm not laughing about this. It could be Wes Jones. How's that?
All right,
that's
Wes
funny.
Jones.
We'll put Wes Jones in there.
Yeah. All right. Anyways.
Man.
Oh, how about Bob? It was Bob
Which Bob?
Grimm. It was.
Does he ride too?
He did.
Man, they'll let any asshole own a bicycle, won't they?
I'm confident it was Bob.
Yeah, somebody that's watching this and knows Bob Grimm is like, what? We'll talk later.
We'll talk later. All right. Next.
All right, I think we've gotten through that. So,
all right. So this is one that bugs me, and I don't know if there's just what.
Disclaimer, I find this to be a hilarious heart, but go ahead.
This?
Yes, go ahead.
I don't know. I know there is obviously smart people in the NFL, whether it's coaches. I know there's by the law of averages, there are also a lot of fucking dumbasses.
Okay.
So for about 3 years now, you've heard the word physicality. Oh, the physicality. And these words just sound funny to me. Yes, it's a real word, but they beat it to death. Everybody uses it. Oh, the physicality in this game. Oh, we didn't play with as much physicality as we should have. Yada, yada, yada. Now there's a brand new word. So I'm starting to catch this trend. The NFL, whether it's one person or the NFL as a whole, says, hey, everybody come here. All coaches, players, we've got a new word. And the new word now, if you pay attention, is compartmentalize. I've heard it like 12 to 15 times already in the last 3 weeks, and they're starting to beat it to death, and I'm like, wait a second. Where's the physicality? It's almost gone. Hear a few people say it still, and now I kind of want to dig back and find out what the word was before physicality.
I don't know. I mean, I haven't realized this to the level that you have. I mean,
maybe this isn't a heart. Maybe this is more of a what the fuck, man.
I don't know. I don't recognize it when I listen to games on TV or when I'm talking about a game with somebody. I'm not like, man, he really compartmentalized that really well.
Maybe it's because I watched some of the after game, like I like the interviews. I like to hear what the coaches have to say.
I mean, but that term actually means to put something in a compartment. So
that's my point.
So I don't know how I guess I'm confused on how they're using it. Like, how do you use that term?
So they talk about Baker Mayfield. He's able to compartmentalize specific parts of the game or specific. I don't know. I don't get it either. This is my point. They're giving them these words that make them sound stupid.
I need to go back and listen to somebody say it then.
I'm telling you, physicality. That is actually a word, but it sounds stupid. Why can't you just say?
No, that doesn't sound stupid because I'll tell you, like, you take a team like the Indianapolis Colts
stupid
right now, who they don't have. Their star quarterback just retired. The guy that's filling in for him does an okay job, but he's never going to be like an Aaron Rodgers or a Drew Brees or one of those kind of guys. They've got a pretty good running game, but they are nasty up front. They got 5 dudes playing on the offensive line that are all bad dudes, and they win with
strength and mental toughness.
Physicality.
Stupid. Use a fucking word that everybody understands.
That describes the way they play.
Physicality. Say, these guys are strong and tough. Oh, we had to say 2 words.
You just 3. Strong and tough. You just wasted like what?
Physicality. That's like 5 words.
You can say you can say it in 1 word and use like 3 less letters.
I'm telling you what. This is stupid. You sound stupid when you say physicality and compartmentalize.
I don't think that that's true.
You know why you don't think it's true?
Right.
Because they're big words and they sound interesting. Wow, this guy must be educated. Probably is, but it makes you sound stupid.
Now, you know what's not a big word that has become a buzzword in the NFL?
Dumb.
That I have noticed that I don't like is intent. It's all about intent. When he hit the quarterback and his helmet grazed when the defensive end's helmet grazed the quarterback's helmet, was there intent there? When 2 guys collided into each other going for the football on a pass, was the intent to interfere or was he intending to intercept it? Intent. You count the number of times on the next broadcast that you hear the word intent.
Okay. Did you watch the Buckeyes?
That would drive me fucking nuts.
You watched the Buckeyes-Michigan game, right?
I watched most of it. I was deep frying turkeys that day.
Okay, so there was a defensive back for the Buckeyes that they called targeting on.
Yeah.
The Michigan guy caught the ball, and he was coming across the field. The Buckeyes player was coming. He was running,
angling right at him.
No, he wasn't like this. He was kind of, and then he ended up shoulder padding. He ended up shoulder padding the guy in the head. But it wasn't like he was like flying, like torpedoing. He was actually, his momentum was taking him this way because he was coming towards the ball.
Yeah.
So they said they made the right call, in my opinion. All the Michigan fans say, fuck you. But he said he wasn't targeting. He didn't lead with the shoulder. He just was going into the play.
Okay.
So, no, it was the right call. But, man, sometimes they get this fucking shit wrong. This is another harp. These fucking referees. It's like, pull the common sense out. Sometimes you have to grab the common sense and pull it out and, oh, okay. It's like some of these times where, and I'm sure getting hit in the legs, a quarterback getting hit in the legs is probably not fun. Probably hurts like fuck. But a guy flying in and taking out the guy's legs versus a guy getting pushed in, I don't know. They just don't use common sense.
What you're talking about, though, is something completely different. You're talking about a rule that was put in place because of a couple of dirty plays over the course of the season. What happens is they make new rules that prohibit defensive players from playing a particular way. So they're like, oh, I can't do that. Well, then fuck you. I'm going to do this. And then they're like, well, okay, now we have to reconfigure the rules so that you can't do that, but you're still actually somehow allowed to tackle somebody.
That goes back to common sense. If the guy is actually trying to make a dirty fucking play, obviously call the fucking Throw the flag.
I would pay $100 to see Myles Garrett fight Mason Rudolph. I just want to put that out there. I think we could get 10,000 Americans to all put $100 in and pay to see that fight.
And that's another thing. I'll just finish this. This is for my Pittsburgh buddies over there at the Working Stiffs.
If you're going to be in the NFL, you can't use the term bullying. I just want to put that out there. If you're going to be in the NFL and you are not somebody that is part of a protected class and you are being picked on because of your membership in that protected class, you can't call bullying. You can't be bullied by somebody on the field.
Right.
You can't be.
Well,
it's a violent sport that people love because of the violence. Mason Rudolph is still the biggest pussy in America.
Yeah, my buddies over
behind Colin Kaepernick.
My buddies over there at the Working Stiffs. You're gonna probably clip this because this was after the second game, where they didn't start Mason Rudolph, and obviously for reasons because he sucks. The Browns were embarrassed. I was embarrassed as a fan just because I was more embarrassed of that game than I was Myles Garrett hitting Rudolph in the helmet.
Because they blew a 10-point lead and looked like a bunch of turds
They
in the
looked
second half.
like shit. They should have ripped the head off all of the Pittsburgh Steelers as far as how they played. They should have just beat them into the ground. They played like a bunch of pussies. The Browns were embarrassing that game. They're about to play here in a couple hours. I hope they're a lot better against Cincinnati.
I hope so too.
Jesus.
We'll see. So
don't compartmentalize the physicality of the NFL.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers.
You know the other term that I do hate, just to finish this off, but there is one more term that they use a lot on here that it really drives me crazy.
What's that?
I feel like the runner broke the plane. Oh, he was across the plane to the end zone. Oh, I don't know if he broke the plane, Bob. Motherfucker, a plane is a mathematical fucking term that describes a level on which something occurs, right?
The gridiron.
So this is a plane. This would be an adjacent plane, correct? Right?
Okay.
Am I doing that all right for plane, adjacent plane from home? We're not breaking a fucking plane. We are crossing the line of a perimeter. It drives me crazy because that's not an accurate fucking term, right? Maybe, am I nitpicking it a little bit? Maybe
No.
I am. Just say he crossed the fucking line. He got to the line. He didn't get to the line. Broke the plane. Whoever came up with this term and uses it, it is fucking dog shit because it's not real.
What you're doing though is just backing this bullshit van up to the NFL.
just saying,
they use these words.
Somebody was like, hey, did you hear on Monday Night Football, Tirico on Monday night used broke the plane, and it sounded genius. Make sure you get that in on a touchdown run.
I love this.
I'm
And here's another
encapsulating
thing.
what you were trying to say.
Yes, and here's another thing.
Did you like that?
I
I
did.
just threw the word encapsulating in there for you?
I loved it.
Thank you.
Now, NFL, don't use that word because it'll make you sound way too intelligent. What do you think about the tip of the ball has to break the plane? Just that little white line. I think it should have to get in the end zone.
Now, this is where schematics. Great. I love teaching points about football. Most people that watch football don't understand every little nuance, and I wish that they would have like a place that you could ask questions as you go, because that is a great question.
It's not a question.
The 100 yards that is the playing area of a football field is from the tip of the white to the tip of the white. So most of that white line, which I believe you can look
About
at
8 inches.
No. I believe that the white line is 4.5 inches wide. Is a regulation NFL white line, but that 4.5 inches resides in the end zone. It's already in the end zone. It's not that the end zone is the other side of the white line. It's the lead edge of the white line. That's why the tip
Then
only
why
has
was
to
it
get
in
there.
the 80s you had to get the ball in the end zone?
That's the rule that they had at the time, was that the whole ball had to be in. Now it's any part of the ball gets the end zone, it's a touchdown. I know, they don't make it easy.
It's just like, come on, dudes.
So, one last thing about football, not to drone on about
Or
football in
maybe
this episode.
maybe the fields were a little bit shorter and you had to actually get it into the end zone for it to be a touchdown.
Maybe they did. Maybe they flipped the side that the line was on,
Yeah.
which I'm okay with that.
Hey, just fucking tell us.
Dude, whether you're proving the nose of the football got to the front of the line or whether you're proving the back edge of the football got to the back of the line, it's the same call.
But if that is the biggest call in football, why don't they sometimes they do have good camera angles, but they should. It's like the the pylon cam. But why don't they have better cameras on both sides of the end zones? I mean, come on, they got cameras everywhere just for that call.
I mean, they have a lot of stationary ones. I feel like they've done a lot better.
They have, but why not have two really good ones right there?
I feel like they do.
Maybe they do, but it doesn't seem like it. They have a lot of questions.
I don't know, maybe not. I want to throw this out there real quick on football. I saw something historic in one of the state championship games I was at this weekend. Historic. first time used in the state of Ohio. You ready for this?
What's that?
Instant replay in a high school football game.
Awesome.
It was only allowed in the state championship games this year in the state of Ohio that any kind of a scoring play, a play that is outside of the norm, or a turnover. Those are the three things that would be that could be looked at. And early in the first quarter, I went to 2 of the state championship games this year. If you ever get a chance, it's the best $10 you will spend entertainment-wise to watch a state championship football game. You know that they're playing for all the marbles. It's amazing. It's a good time. The kid scored. I saw it live. I'm like, that's a touchdown. They said not a touchdown. They went back and reviewed it. So I got to see the first one. I don't know how I feel about it being in all of high school football. I feel like it's going to be hard to do. If you get big schools that have thousands of kids and obviously have much more money, you're going to be able to put in many more cameras and have somebody that's controlling that. The expense per game to put in cameras from every angle to make sure that things are captured, I think
Not
it's
in high school. That's too much.
Right. But at the same time, there's money to be made. I mean, these schools that make if you win a state semifinal game and you play in a state championship game, the value to that school can be $100,000.
I think it should only be in the championship games where they have the non-biased refs, because these local high school games, these these refs are local.
No,
they're most of them are.
They get moved around.
Not much, as much as you think.
Yeah. Okay, again, so ironically, I went to this game with an actual official. We went to the official suite, which is badass, by the way. Way to go, OHSAA, to let me in as his guest for the day into the official suite to talk to a lot of officials. They are brought in from like a 5 or 6 county area. So every area has a surrounding.
For the state championship.
No. Every game. So if Wadsworth is playing at home against Norton, right? The officials for that game will be from some kind of a 5-county area, but they cannot reside in either of the municipalities that are playing in the game.
Well, it maybe that's something new, but
yeah, but that's how the rule works. So, but anyway, pretty cool that I saw it, but I don't know that I agree with instant replay becoming part of high school football.
All right, next.
Can I throw in my harp of the week right now?
Yeah,
I have
do it.
It's not really a discussion. I had been waiting for a couple of weeks. Netflix had put out the trailer for coming soon for a movie called The Irishman.
Yes.
Do you have it on your list?
It came across my phone. Adam and Donna, we have a new pick for you.
Yeah. Have you watched it?
I was thinking about it. I have not.
Don't fucking do it.
It's because Pacino's in there.
No, get ready to get ready to be blown away here. Martin Scorsese directs a gangster-based film starring Pacino, De Niro, and Pesci.
Well, just because Pacino's in there, I figured you wouldn't watch it.
But you put those 5 elements together, you got a movie that I'm going to watch 10 out of 10 times.
I might even get the fucking DVD.
It's 3.5 hours long. Joe Pesci's character might as well have not been there. The chair that I'm sitting on could have played that character. Robert De Niro's character, it makes no sense the entire movie what he's fucking doing, how he even fits into the organization. It makes no sense at all. De Niro, no joke, is going to be up for an Oscar for his portrayal of Jimmy Hoffa. He should be. My brain is collapsing thinking this, let alone saying it. Without Pacino in that movie, I would have maybe gone into cardiac arrest or into a coma. It's the worst fucking movie I've ever seen based on gangsters. It's fucking terrible, especially the last hour. And then the ending, you ever see the ending of a movie that makes you want to break something because it's so bad?
It was the Jimmy Hoffa story?
No, it wasn't just the Jimmy Hoffa story. It was a whole bunch of stuff, and it was about how basically this one guy was supposedly involved with a whole bunch of different things with crime families and the disappearance of Jimmy Hoffa and a bunch of other things. And it is a fucking hot mess of just dog shit-ery. It's fucking terrible. I already hate Robert De Niro for his politics. I tried to still like him as an actor, and after that, I'm sorry, you're off the fucking ticket. If Robert De Niro's fucking in it, I ain't fucking watching it. Don't fucking waste your time.
Hoo-ah.
Scorsese should have stopped with The Departed. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
So,
well, I haven't seen it yet. I'm going to have to watch it now just to see this shit.
That's the fucking Irishman fucking right there. Fucking
Wow.
Dennis Miller, the shit.
I gave you that one today.
All right. You did. I was inspired by Adam today. He did that right and early. I'm like, God, that hasn't been used in a while. So
I bet you the view from the camera, that was probably pretty good right in front of it.
I fucking bogarted you.
We have to get the slow-mo on that.
That's right. So,
All right, so on to your second one here.
Okay. Have you ever made plans with somebody? And like,
Lots.
and I will even go as far as these plans have been made 2 weeks or more in advance.
Dude, I used to host poker.
Okay. And then within
And I would make schedules.
Within 3 days or less of the plans coming to fruition.
Or less. Maybe like, oh, dude, I can't make it tonight.
Yeah. And but for a bullshit reason. If it's something legitimate and I almost feel like something that can be proven, it's okay. You know what I mean?
I need photos and a signed document.
Right. But man, my dog is so sick. It's not going to work out. I'm not going to make it. Like, and then I know we've talked about kids, like using your kids as excuses, and like every parent's probably done it at some point in fucking time, but I just cannot handle fucking flakers.
Oh, look out. Go ahead. Keep going.
You know, when you want to have a small get together, you know, and this is not just unique to our age group. The younger generation is flaky as fuck. You want to keep it to a small get together of like 5 or 6 people or 4 couples,
Right?
when 2 or 3 drop out, like you go from a small and fun little party to just hanging out with your buddy.
Yeah.
Which is all right. I'm just saying, but like people fucking flaking in this world. Quit being fucking flakes. If you're gonna commit to something, commit and go. And if you're not gonna go, just be upfront about it. I mean, like I can handle the honesty a lot better than the last minute. Oh, I'm sorry. You know, Tommy's got a tummy ache, so I'm not gonna be able to fucking make it tonight.
I think it's a lot worse when you're in your 30s and 40s because I think a lot of people become more homebodied and you're like,
You look forward to those nights more, maybe, because they're not the norm?
You would think, but I think also getting your ass out the house is tougher.
Agreed. And hosting is more involved. I mean, it ain't, hey, bring your 12 packs over. We're playing cards in the garage. Now, you know, everything's got to be fucking vacuumed and dusted within 12 minutes of people showing up, and the food's going to be done exactly at 7:30, and we had to make the 3-course meal, and everything's got to be in fucking perfect tiptoe shape, or we didn't do a good enough job hosting.
That's why you get pissed right there, because when those fucking people cancel on you after you just did all the shit he just said, you get mad.
Right. Then you gotta clean up afterwards. Everybody goes home, and you're taking out all the trash and putting all the extra food away, and nobody takes the extra food, and you make 3 times too much because we're Americans, and that's what we do. We make way too much food for the people that are fucking coming, so then when they don't come, you're eating the same shit for a week, and on day 4 of ham, who's happy? Who's happy on day 4 of ham?
So
that's what I want to know.
To fix the problem, not that you shouldn't be fucking dogging and flaking on people, but to fix the problem, go back to saying just bring your 12-pack, let's play some cards.
Right? BYOF. Bring your own food or order pizza based on the number of people that show up.
Boom. And then you won't be as pissed, even though you'll still be pissed because the motherfucker flaked on you.
Right. But then you get at some point, you got to get the 3 strikes and you're out rule. If you flake out enough fucking times, you're off the fucking list. No more.
Well, it does happen. It even happened to me. I had a friend, we have a couple family friends, and the one guy kept asking me to go fucking play hoops in the winter. And don't get me wrong, I fucking wanted to go play hoops, but something just, I'm like, man, I just can't tonight. And then you know what? Guess what?
He stopped calling.
He stopped fucking asking me to go. And I know that's why, and I can't blame his fucking ass.
No.
But
I'm glad you come to terms with it.
well, you have to. I mean, if you don't have common fucking sense, oh, no, Tommy won't ask me to come anymore. Well, because you fucking said no too many times.
Right. Just don't flake out. And especially when it comes to like the big ones. When it comes to like New Year's parties and shit like that, if you commit and say that you're going to fucking be there.
Oh, shit.
Those people have planned.
I better fucking come to this one.
People have planned pork and kraut and fucking mixed fucking drinks and
If
shit
that's
like
all
that.
you have, I'm not coming. I don't fucking eat kraut.
Dude, don't worry. I got you covered,
Good.
man.
I want some chili.
Dude,
Got chili for me?
you know what's funny that you said that? I'm actually going to make some fucking chili today. While the fucking game's on, I'm going to have a crock pot of fucking chili going.
Now, are you watching the game on the TV, or are you watching on your laptop today?
I'm not really sure yet. I'm probably going to watch on the TV, though.
Oh. Which game you watching?
I don't know. I'll probably switch back and forth between. What I do is I have Red Zone,
I
and
was
like
going to say, he's going to red zone it.
But as I've become to enjoy the Browns more and more, or if Chicago is actually on regular TV,
Which they're not, because they played earlier.
I'll flip back and forth to where like what I typically end up doing is if Cleveland has the ball, I'll watch Cleveland on offense, and then when Cleveland doesn't have the ball on offense, I'll switch back to Red
So you
Zone.
can see all these games at once. You're like the headquarters of football with the red zone.
Yeah, and it's fantasy football playoff time, so it's just like.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, then I'm going home then, because my wife, said this is what she said last night.
What'd she
She
say?
goes, "So you're podcasting in the morning on Sunday, right?" And I'm like, "Yep." She goes, "Probably just be better for you if you just stayed and watched football." I'm like, "What? You don't want me fucking home?" So I'm just saying it's probably better for you. I'm like, "No, I think I'm coming home, putting my fucking comfy pants on that look like they have browns on them, and I'm gonna fucking watch the game."
She just wants the TV to herself for the day?
She's got 3 TVs. She's fine.
I was going to say, like, I'm sure you can pull it up on a laptop or a cell phone. I don't know. Can you watch football on an Android?
Of course. And it actually is much clearer than an iPhone.
There's no way that's true.
It is. It's 1,000% true.
There's no way.
There was just a study that came out the other day. It said Apple iPhones are shit, or as you say, dog shit.
Except when it comes to working correctly.
Except when you want to fucking customize it, then you can't do shit. Although they do take really good pictures. I will give them that.
I can't even get back into this again today.
It's like
Sorry.
you wouldn't say I have a phone. You'd say I have a amazing camera.
Yeah. Too bad the
Camera.
timeline didn't work later today because the wife's actually leaving at 5. So when the second half games are on, there's only 3 games on. She actually has a birthday party to go to today. So I'm just gonna be sitting here, right, watching football, waiting on my chili to get fucking done, hanging out with dogs.
All right. So we done with the flaking?
I think we're done with the flaking.
Okay. So what do we got on the clock here? Oh, we got time.
We got a couple more on the list. I don't care which one we hit. It's up to fucking you. Yeah,
No, we're gonna go in order here.
All right. The next one we're gonna be on the same page on. So
Go ahead, fire it from the hip.
Well, this is actually one that you brought to the table, so you fire from the hip.
All right, fuck it. All right, so we've kind of dove into fast food a little bit, but getting these orders wrong. I understand mistakes can be made, but it happens way too fucking much. It just does. Your success rate in a fast food joint, God, it should be high. Should be fucking high. But when you go through the drive-thru and then you get fucking home and you got the wrong fucking order, or it's the right order, but it's just fucked up. It's not the way you made it. And I know Jake likes to get into the intricacies of fucking changing it up a little bit because I've seen him fucking order coffee before. Holy fuck.
Coffee is different than a regular
2 of
drive-thru.
these, 5 of these,
Don't
7
be
of
fucking
those.
with my coffee.
But I'm just saying. All right, and then I'm going to tell you a little quick story here about a drive-thru. Just happened last week. It was I went up to the window and I said, I'd like a 10-piece chicken nugget with ranch. The girl comes back and says, I'm sorry, what was that? I said, I'd like a 10-piece chicken nugget with ranch. Okay. Anything else? Or will that complete your order? I got 5 things to order. How many times is she going to say complete? Or I already know this is going to happen. Then I said, okay, then I need a 6-piece chicken nugget with ranch. I'm sorry, what was that? I said, I'd also like a 6-piece chicken nugget with ranch. Okay, will that complete your order? Nope. All right, I'd also like 2, this is the one that got me. I'd also like 2 junior cheeseburgers, and this was an intricate order, with mustard, pickle, lettuce, and ketchup. I'm sorry. Dude, at that point, I said, I thought, okay, what would you think at that moment? She can't hear me?
Maybe.
So what did I do? I did the biggest mistake you can do at a drive-thru. I got louder. Okay, I would like 2 junior cheeseburgers with mustard, ketchup, lettuce, and pickle. Then she got all fucking pissy.
Yes, she did. Because you failed.
No.
She
failed.
You are a failure.
No, because when okay, so now I'm thinking, oh my God, it must be so busy in there. I feel bad now.
Doesn't
So
matter.
I finished my order. I drove up. There wasn't one goddamn person at the counter.
Sure. Yep. I don't doubt that.
To me, this is as bad as getting my order wrong.
It's close.
How did I fail? Because I let her get to me?
This is something that they don't teach the general public, so this is free. You don't have to go to school. You don't have to pay for this. All you have to do is watch the Harper, and you're gonna get this for free. This is something that is known as short-term relationship management. Your interaction with this person is going to take 1 minute of your life.
Not this one.
Hold on, let me get there.
This was a 5-minute job.
Even that, a 5-minute relationship is still a short-term relationship where you have to manage the interaction that is going on between you and that person. So my suggestion to you is if you develop an approach that you use every time you go to the drive-thru, you will never have this happen again. This hasn't happened. What you're talking about used to happen to me. It doesn't happen to me anymore.
This never happens to me. No one ever comes on 3 times, and it actually ended up happening 4 another time after this. How do you not hear me?
Okay.
I know you can hear me freaking cough or fart in the car, but you can't hear this.
Because you haven't developed the relationship with that person. You haven't. You have to go through the cycle.
Oh, wait. I know what you're going to say.
Person.
You're going to pull up and you say, "Hi, how are you today? Are you having a good day?" "Oh, yes, I am." "All right, I'm going to be ready for your order." Is that what you're going to tell me?
When they say hello, yes, you can say something like that. Make it simple. When they say, "Hi, can I take your order?" Be like, "Hi, I just want to let you know I have a few things I'm going to be ordering here." One simple sentence can save you all of that fucking aggravation.
But listen, I wouldn't.
That person now has to be engaged because they know that you are coming back at them with more than one thing. You can't talk over me when I'm talking.
Yes.
That's not nice.
That's not podcasting 101. But let me tell you, I didn't care about the part where she said, "Is that going to be all?" She could have said that 18 times. But when she comes back with, "I'm sorry, I didn't hear that 4 times,"
you got to get her attention. You got to get her attention. I mean, you're a smart guy. You're a super smart guy. How do you not know that that's what you need to do is to make sure that you have her attention grasped?
I did when I got louder. I got her fucking attention. And you know what? She changed, and she didn't get the rest of it wrong.
That's using extrinsic motivation.
But I'm going to tell you, I was worried that she spit in my burger.
Intrinsic.
I'm like, she can't spit in the burger because she doesn't know which one's mine.
This guy's a real nice fella. I'm going to go ahead and get his order knocked out right to him, and he's going to have a great day. That's how you want those people to feel as you pull away. And Don't
put this on me. She fucked up from the start.
And I'm going to tell you right now, you're dealing
She fucked up from the start.
You are dealing with one of my cardinal fucking rules. You do not fuck with the people that are making your food or the friends of the people that are making your food.
And she shouldn't have fucked with the person that was paying her fucking...
There could be a loogie under your ketchup and pickle, and you don't fucking know it's there.
That one tastes good.
It tasted good because you didn't know.
Yeah.
I'm just fucking saying.
Hey,
You don't fuck with people that make your food.
I know that rule, but I did not fuck with her. I didn't say, "Hey, motherfucker."
We went to a well-known chain restaurant not long ago, and we waited 10 minutes for somebody to come to our table and get a fucking drink order. Then we waited probably another 15 minutes for that drink to show up. Do you know who bitched and complained about that? Not me. I reflected it in the tip because I was not going to fuck with the person that was making my food.
No, but after your food fucking shows up, you can get all shitty with them.
Oh, they got retribution in the form of you're not getting fucking
getting
paid.
Shitty with them. No. I won't do it.
That's pretty good off the top of your head. I'm not going to lie.
Well, I do that shit all the time.
So what I'm saying is, yes, you have to understand the situation that you're walking into when you pull into a drive-thru.
Hey, I'm on the same page with you. I know this shit.
But then why do you got to make it easy on yourself then?
After 3 "I'm sorry's," I didn't hear that. It's enough. Spit in my food. Fuck off. You should pay attention when you're taking fucking orders.
I'm just saying.
Now, if I would have pulled up to that window and I saw that it was fucking shithouse mad crazy in there, I'd be like, "You know what? I'm sorry." But it wasn't. There was 2 people standing up there filling drinks and stuff. There was nobody at the counter. I'm like, you couldn't fucking listen to me.
No, because they were listening to Jenny's story about her boyfriend right beside her because you didn't say, "Hey, I got 4 parts of my order. You ready for the first part?"
She would have still said, "I'm sorry, I didn't get that."
Then I repeat that sentence 4 times. And if it gets to that point, if it gets to the point where you seriously can't get somewhere, you know what you do? You bite the fucking bullet, you pull out a line, you pull into a parking space, you go in and ask to talk to a manager. You bitch and complain until they give you your fucking $10 fucking free gift card, and then you go across the street to Burger King. That's what you fucking do. You wait to use that card until later when they forgot about who you are.
That's right.
See? Yeah,
Until the changeover comes.
There's always a way around it.
See, how long is this card good for? Because I'm not coming back for another year.
Or you take it to another McDonald's.
Oh, fucking genius. See that?
Not that it's always McDonald's that gets it wrong.
This is why I keep this guy around right here.
You just got to learn how to play the game, man.
I do know how to play the game, but you know what? I haven't done anything like that for years. And you know what? The old thing we used to do at Taco Bell,
yeah,
we would go up on purpose. Now, this is when we were stupid punks. And this was funny, but we probably got a lot of fucking loogies in our fucking Mexi Melts. They would come up, we'd pull up, and they would say, "Hi, maybe welcome to Taco Bell. May I take your order?" I'd say, "I'd like a bean burrito." "Excuse me, what kind of burrito?" And we would yell, "Beef!" And it made us laugh.
Yeah. See rule 1. Like,
at that point we didn't know.
yeah.
You know.
I guess you don't think about it that age, but even back then, I worked fast food as a teenager. I think that's
How
where-
many loogies did you hawk?
Never. I can sit here and honestly say I never fucked with anybody's food.
Yeah, I wouldn't have either.
Never, ever, ever. We come from the generation when surveillance was starting to first become a big thing. And even if I wanted to fuck with somebody's food, I was always paranoid that like the company had a camera on me and like they were going to find it and they were going to use DNA testing because that was the big thing coming out at the time. And I was going to go to prison because it was a federal crime to fuck with somebody's food, or I don't know. I got one more thing.
Wait, we didn't really get into the
Okay.
fucking up your orders though.
Oh yeah. That part is unacceptable. Fucking up an order.
I derailed it.
So you started off by attacking my coffee. We ain't going to go the whole way back down coffee lane. But when you build your company on the fact that I can order my no-whip, non-fat, high fucking whatever with as many shots of whatever I want it doesn't matter. I can have 11 fucking steps in my coffee. When you're going to charge me $7 for it, I'm going to get it the fucking way I want it. That's the way Burger King was established, by getting it fucking your way. That's how Starbucks has made its name, and fuck them because they fucked it up yesterday.
Can you tell me your coffee order real quick when you pull up at Starbucks? I want the listeners to hear it.
Now, it changes over the course of the year because there are certain things that you can only get at certain times of the year.
The other day when you did the double espresso, what was that one?
All right. It is a venti pumpkin spice cold foam with 2 extra shots of the blonde espresso.
That's not it. You said you wanted one down below and one on top.
With cream in the base.
And then one on top.
No, because you get the cold foam on top. Okay, so typically on a cold foam, you get the foam on top, and then you get like regular looking coffee on the bottom. So I want 2 extra shots. Bam! I want some pow in the bottom, but I also want some cream, like you would put regular cream in coffee. All I'm asking for is to put the pow and the fucking extra cream in the bottom. So I got cream on the bottom, foam on the top. Daddy goes home happy. It ain't that fucking hard.
We was in the car for lunch one day. We got these coffees for the way back, and they fucked this one up. He's just looking at him like, "Don't make me get fucking psycho right now." And then they're like, "Oh, sir," and you're like, you were all calm. You're like, "Nah, just leave it the fucking way it is."
Yeah.
If I was tipping you, you'd get 0.
But I'm sorry that you live in 1972 and you're just like, yeah, I'll take a large coffee.
Because I'm just, when it comes to coffee, I'm a simple Sam.
You are, and that's fine. I'm just saying, I'm not.
Sugar.
I know that I
Black.
like. Some people like their fucking cheeseburgers with just the cheese. Some people like their shit with lettuce, tomato, onion, pickle, fucking special sauce. You get it the way you fucking want it.
You know what my theory is?
But don't be fucking up my order at the drive-thru.
This is my theory. I don't get pissed, but like that, what I told you about the junior cheeseburger with the mustard pickle, lettuce, that's my son's.
Yeah.
And I tell them, I'm like, I get you're able to build it your way.
Sure.
But I look at my family and I'm like, listen, the more intricate it gets, the more they're gonna fuck it up.
agree
If
with
it's
that.
a basic motherfucker, they're not gonna fuck it up.
That I agree with. So like, I agree with trying to keep it as basic as humanly possible. Like if you have like 1 quirk per sandwich, you know, can I have that without lettuce? That ain't a real hard one to fucking get by.
No.
You don't put the fucking sleeve of lettuce on there. The ones that get me is when you're like, can I get a cup of cheese sauce for the fries? And there ain't a cup of cheese sauce in your bag.
Yeah.
When you order chicken nuggets, what kind of sauce would you like? I would like barbecue sauce, please, because I love their barbecue sauce on a chicken McNugget. You open your bag, you got your chicken nuggets and no barbecue sauce.
Wah, wah.
Those are the ones that make me mad as far as getting an order wrong. If you accidentally leave the lettuce on a sandwich, whatever, fuck it, I'll throw it away. If you accidentally put fucking mustard on it when I didn't want mustard, then that's going to piss me off because I can't just take the fucking mustard off. So,
Right. So here's a little tip, and you probably knew this, but if you've gone to the, fast food and you in a couple times in a row, and you've got like the heat lamp fucking sandwich, and it kind of pissed you off a little bit because they give you the heat lamp one that's kind of lukewarm. That's where the intricate sandwich order comes in handy.
of course.
Because they've got to make it
from
fresh.
scratch.
Yeah.
Especially if you're getting something taken off of it that normally comes on.
Right.
Because then it's not a simple removal.
Right, but that is one way. If you're tired of the heat lamp, remove the lettuce, and it'll be fresh.
Yeah. But just going extra mayo, extra pickle, they're still going to just slap that shit on the other one.
Yes.
It'll taste a little fresher because your pickle will be a little cooler, a little more crunchy, but still.
That's right.
So we got time for one more, or are we calling it a day? Yes.
I think we're calling it a day.
All right. Before we sign off real quick here, I do want to make sure to let you know that one of the things that we believe is really important is mental health
awareness, and
suicide prevention.
yes.
We feel that these are two things that aren't being addressed enough in this country. Instead of going with traditional advertising, we want to start making sure that we get this message out there. You can, at any time, you can call the hotline, 1-800-622-HELP, okay? And that will get you to the substance abuse and mental health hotline, to where if it's you, somebody you love, that it has something going on in your life, and you need to talk to somebody, pick up the phone. Please make that call. Please help make that call for somebody else if they need somebody to call on their behalf. We firmly believe that mental health is the strongest thing not being addressed in our country these days. Please
It helps,
get on board.
It helps a lot of things. If you're having bad thoughts, you want to hurt yourself or you want to hurt others, call the number.
Right. So one more time, that's 1-800-622-HELP. Hey, thanks for joining us this week. Take care of each other and yourself. We look forward to talking to you real soon.
Pip, pip.
Cheerio.